Okay, as we look at some inscribed angles. For example, looking at this this example, we have this angle right here with an arc, so an angle 1 and an arc AB. And how we explain or how we relate these things is that whatever this angle is, angle 1, if it was X, the arc that has the endpoint here and here is going to be twice as big. And so we could apply that to angle 2 as well, which is the major arc BCA. Again, if we called angle 2 Y and angle 2 has an endpoint here and here, and we're looking at this whole thing, whatever Y is, this arc is going to be twice as big. So you're going to multiply it by 2. And so you can use this multiple ways. You can go backwards as well. So if I know that this arc is 300 degrees, I can divide it by 2 to get what the angle is. So you're either going to have to multiply the angle by 2 or divide the arc by 2. So if we take a look like at angle or problem 1 here, find angle 1. Again, this is my arc. My arc is 210. So again, I'm going to say that this is like 2x and this is x. So if 2x equals 210, I need to divide by 2 and get 105 degrees. Find the measure of arc RST. So again, if this angle is 98, to find the arc, I need to multiply by 2. So let's see here. 100 times 2 is 200. So take away 4, and we are going to be at 196. So this arc is 196 degrees. Let's see here. Same idea, X to Y. All right, if the angle is 80 degrees, then this is going to equal, multiply it by 2, 160 degrees. Angles inside the circle theorem. If two chords intersect inside a circle, then the measure of each angle is 1/2 the sum of the measures of the arcs intercepted by the angle and its vertical angle. So if we look at this example, the measure of angle 1 is 1/2 DC plus AB. So let's kind of put that into use. And we are going to say, all right, so to find an arc, we're going to say, all right, to figure out X, I'm going to add this arc plus this arc and then divide by 2. So 156 plus 130 and then divide by 2. So let's get my calculator. 156 plus 130 is 286 divided by 2, which gives us X equals 143 degrees. All right, so I'm going to look at this other example and say, all right, so Y is on the outside this time. So I know that this arc right here is 95. I'm not 100% sure what this arc is yet. That's what I'm trying to find. But I do know that these two angles make a straight line. So I could go in and say that this arc is going to be 51 degrees. Oh, wait. let's see here. I know a straight line is 180 and I've used 102. So that's going to give me 78 degrees. So I'm really trying to find out. I know that this is 78, and because these are vertical angles, this is 78. So I'm going to use this idea, but I'm going to set it equal to 78. So 78 equals, and now I have to use what I know, 95 plus y divided by 2. So I'm going to start by multiplying by 2 on both sides to undo this. So I get 156 equals 95 plus y. Now I subtract 95 and get 61 equals y. So this arc right here is 61 degrees. Why these aren't half, like in the first couple of examples we had halves, or like multiplying by 2, is because the intersection point is not necessarily the center, or or we're not starting this angle on our circle. Like up here we're starting the angle on the circle, whereas down here we're not. So slightly different. And then we have angles outside the circle. So if a tangent and a secant, two tangents or two secants, intersect outside a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the difference of the measure of the intercepted arcs. Excuse me. So again, you can kind of look at these different examples and just see that, hey, what we're going to do is find the difference of these two arcs. So again, the red and the blue arc, subtract them, and then divide by 2. So if I look down here, again, I've got an arc right here and an arc right here. I'm going to take my largest arc, subtract my smaller arc, and then divide by 2. So that's going to give me 102 divided by 2, which is going to be 51 degrees. I'm going to work backwards from this one, so I know it equals 30. I'm going to take a minus 44. That looks like a 9. A minus 44 divided by 2. So to start, I'm going to multiply by 2 and get 60 equals a minus 44. Add 44, and I'm going to get 104 equals a. So first answer was X, second answer was A. And thirdly, I'm not sure if that's a word, I'm going to set it up the same. Again, I know it's eventually going to equal this. I know that it's going to take my minor arc or my smaller arc, and I'm going to subtract that from my larger arc. So 3x minus 2 minus x plus 6. And then I'm going to divide that whole thing by 2. So 3x minus 2. Make sure you distribute this to both terms. So minus x minus 6 all over 2. 3x minus x is 2x. Negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8 divided by 2. And it's still going to equal 34. Multiply by 2, we're going to get 68 equals 2x minus 8. Add 8, we're going to get 76 equals 2x. Divide by 2, and what is that? 76 divided by 2 is 38. So we were able to come up with x equals 38.